Sup guys, Christos here and welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be giving you my April update of my stock investment portfolio. I'm going to be sharing what investments I have made this past month, what stocks have performed well, what ones haven't, and then of course I will be sharing my total stock value later on in this video. And if you're sitting there wondering why am I making these videos in the first place, well I had two reasons. Number one, I am on a personal mission to reach a stock portfolio worth over £100,000 by April 2023, and I wanted to document my progress along the way. And the second reason is I actually enjoy watching these videos by other YouTubers, so I thought why not make some of my own. Oh, and one more thing, this video isn't here to brag or anything like that, nor is it intended as financial advice. It's simply me just documenting my journey and sharing things that I'm interested about. So if you are cool with that, make sure you give this video a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into my portfolio. Okay, so what you can see here on my mobile phone is my investment portfolio with Hargreaves Lansdown. Now, I do invest through two other trading platforms, which is FreeTrade and Trading 212, but I currently actually have no active investments in those platforms, but in future videos I will definitely be sharing some that I have. In fact, I'm actually planning on investing maybe later today, if not tomorrow, in a company that will be through Trading 212. So definitely stay tuned to find out, because I'll be doing a video on exactly what that stock was and why I'm investing in it and stuff like that. But basically what you can see here is my investment with Hargreaves Lansdown. And yeah, as you can see, my total portfolio value is currently £21,857.83. I do have cash value of £55.80, but they are from like dividends that have been paid that haven't been reinvested yet and stuff like that. Now, what you can also see here is two different types of accounts. The first one is a stocks and shares ISA, and the second one is a fund and share account. And what I'm going to be doing is going into each of these and talking through what I have in each one and why I have it. And yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's actually talk about the stocks and shares ISA, because that's probably the most boring one out of the two, and you'll start to realize why in a second. But oh yeah, and one more thing. One thing I don't want you guys doing is paying attention to the percentage values that my stock has risen, simply because only about 2 months ago I had to transfer all of my I had to transfer these two index funds into this, and basically that resets my kind of gain and loss back then. But I do track that on a separate sheet anyway, so I can see exactly how much I've made. But this is basically the gain and loss that I've had as of around January this year, which is when I made that transfer over to this new account. But basically with the stocks and shares ISA, this is very much a boring account for me. This is where I simply just invest monthly into two different index funds, or ETFs in my case, and the ones that you can see here is VUSA and VMID. Like I said, this is going to be very much a part of the series where my position in each one is going to increase every single time. There's not really going to be me much talking about them. This is something I just invest into every single month. I think when I did my update around kind of 3 months ago, I had around 60 shares in VUSA and about 140 odd in VMID. So like you can see, in the last 3 months I have gradually added more and more stocks of these, and the general trend of each one, if we have a look at VUSA, has been that it has been on the up. If we have a look at the 3 month chart, yeah, we can see we've had nice rises of that in the last 3 months. We are on the positive, which is good. And if we have a look at VMID, I believe that has been the same. Yeah, maybe a little bit better as well. So that one has gone up as well, which is all I'm looking for. I don't really care about the price right now. This is very much two funds that I'm going to be looking at reviewing in, let's say, 15 years time and stuff like that. But yeah, this is where the bulk of my investments are going to go every single month. And then the exciting stuff, which I'm now going to talk about, is where I'm going to be putting my spare change. And let's do that now, and let's switch over to my fund and share account. And if you did watch my video from 3 months ago, you will notice that nothing has really changed here. It is still the 3 main stocks that I invest in, and I actually haven't added any more positions into these companies at the moment, because simply I've been focused on trying to max out my ISA with my index funds. However, like I did mention at the start of this kind of update, I am going to be going into FreeTrade and Trading 212 and buying some more stocks. I've got one stock that I'm going to be talking about on the channel very, very soon, but there is literally about 4 or 5 on my radar that I am fully planning on investing into, smaller amounts than the ones that I have invested into here. So let's go through this anyway, and let's start by looking at my largest holding, which is of course Apple. It is by far my favorite company in the entire world. I am using an iPhone. I've got my iMac down below. I've got an iWatch in the other room. I'm just an Apple fanboy. I fully believe in the business. It's not even the products that I fully believe in. It is more the services like iCloud, Apple Music, even though I do use Spotify, which is kind of contradicting. But I know that obviously they have some amazing services and I use pretty much all of them anyway. And I fully believe in Apple for the future. So as you can see, I've seen a really nice gain in terms of my Apple stock. Like I said, do not pay attention to these gains. Even with the Apple one, this is back from when I first opened the Hargreaves Lansdown account last year. It had gone up a lot more before that as well. So that is Apple. There's not really much to say about it. It is an amazing company. It is the largest company in the world, I believe, in terms of market cap. Moving on to Facebook. Now, this is something that I am very much investing into as a growth stock. I think it's going to be massive in the future. I still think Facebook have so much room to grow. And like I said, I've said in previous videos before, people kind of think of Facebook as just Facebook. There are so much more other factors to it. You have obviously Instagram, WhatsApp. I really like the thing they did with the Facebook portal. I think that has been massive over kind of coronavirus and the pandemic when people haven't been able to see people. I think they've seen a massive boost from that. But I will eventually add more into my Facebook portfolio, but right now it's kind of not on my full priorities. But as you can see, it has gone up, and I'm sitting at around £2,274 in worth of stock there. I believe I own 10 shares of Facebook. So yeah, not too bad. Now moving on to my final stock, which is Coca Cola. Now, it hasn't really been the best performer for me so far, but I knew it wasn't going to be a massive growth stock in terms of what it was going to bring in terms of capital gains. Obviously, a lot of my reasoning to invest in Coca Cola was very much I will try and hold this stock forever. I don't think Coca Cola will ever disappear, and it is a really nice dividend paying stock as well. So that was my main thought process behind getting Coca Cola, but I still would have liked to see this go up a little bit more in value, simply because I did invest in it about a month or two after the massive drop, and it hasn't really reached the heights that it was, its all-time highs and stuff like that, whereas Apple and Facebook have been consistently hitting all-time highs like on a weekly basis pretty much. But Coca-Cola has underperformed. They have had some really bad press and stuff like that as well, which obviously hasn't helped. But I still think there is a massive future for Coca-Cola, especially as they move now into the more health products. Obviously, they are going massively more focused onto their Coke Zero brand and stuff like that because of the sugar tax. But yeah, I'd still fully believe in Coca-Cola as a future stock, and I definitely will invest in it more. I just need to find the right opportunities to get involved with that. So that is pretty much my fund and share account. The total value of that is £9,617.88. As you can see here, we've got £13.26 in cash. That would be from a dividend payment. Let me just have a look at my income history. Oh, one thing that I didn't actually notice was that on the 7th of this month, I received a £13.26 dividend from Coca-Cola, which was really nice. And as you can see, just above that, I have automatic reinvestments enabled on my Hargreaves Lansdown account. So what has happened there is automatically reinvested that dividend, but I don't think that has gone through. I think it is currently a pending order. If we have a look here, yeah, as you can see, it's been it's been submitted and stuff like that, so it hasn't really gone through yet, or maybe I haven't got enough cash in there to fulfill one share and stuff like that. So I'll have to look into that after I've filmed this video. But that's exciting. That's good to see. But yeah, they are the 3 main stocks that I currently invest in. Like I said, in the next update, there is probably going to be a lot more stocks for me to go through, simply because I've had so many on my radar. at one time, and I don't want to invest into them on this app simply because this app does charge a commission fee when trading and stuff like that. And when you're investing with smaller amounts of money, you don't want your kind of investment being eaten up by the commission. That is why I'm going to be using Trading 212 and FreeTrade and featuring them in this video as well. But these are like my three main ones that I fully plan on holding forever, or at least for a very long time, maybe not forever. I did actually make a video on these three stocks in terms of the three stocks that I plan to hold for a very long time, and I will constantly reinvest with them in this app. But all the other ones that are more speculative for me at the moment will probably be taking place in Trading 212 and FreeTrade. But that is basically my portfolio. It's £21,870.06. This is just my stock portfolio. Obviously I have investments into crypto and real estate, but I will do those in a separate video, I guess, in the future if you are interested in that. But apart from that, I hope you liked the video. If you are investing in any of the stocks that I am currently investing in, then make sure you let me know in the comment section down below. Hit a like on the video if you did enjoy this video. I'm not sure if you found any value from it or not. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I shall catch you guys in the next one. Take care.